Good day, everybody. Brian here at quantlabsnet.com. I'm going to show you some example coding with AI with a new product that I'm coming out with that's dedicated to interactive brokers. I'm going to show you how to download samples of MetaTrader code, MQL5, TradingView, PineScript, and the like. So this could be a lengthy video, but this pretty well revolutionizes everything out there for people that are new in coding that want to code, learn on the fly using 100% AI, 100% Python. So let's get to it. Okay, so what you're looking at here is VS Code. That's the most popular programming editor out there for Microsoft. It's free, runs on Linux, Apple, and Windows. I'm also using Interactive Brokers, the Trader Workstation or the TWS. That can run pretty well on the same set of operating system, which is pretty well everything. We're using Python, which is universal as well, easiest language as well. So I'm going to show you some things that's pretty baffling at where we're at. And in a video that I put out a few days ago, predicting the demise of trading platforms and US based AI. This is why. Okay, so we've got here three PowerShell sessions. Okay, you can do this on a terminal command prompt. You can do this on shell and Linux and whatnot. So we have all these. So this is the running server. Okay, so here's the current uh, structure of what I'm going to give or not give, but it'll be behind the newer website hftcode.com. And it goes through all of the requirements, the README, and whatnot. So first I showed you the TWS server program. So that's running, and that's trading against, you can see here the little running lean man of Interactive Brokers TWS. I'm not going to show that at all because it's a trading account. Also, we've got here all of the different trading bots available that I've used as examples. I'm going to throw some new ones in here as well, just to show you how this kind of works. So the first one we're going to do is this is a newer one. Okay. I just code generated this one. So basically it's an RSI with an ATR risk management using the British pound against the US dollar. Pretty simple stuff. And these are purposely simple just for demo purposes. So in this one, we're going to run this bot here. And you can
Autofilled.
see here, it's doing initially the
Autofilled.
orders, and then it's going to have a heartbeat. And this is all 100% generated by AI. Okay. So you can see here, it's going to start running. I just want to break that, but I just want to show
Autofilled.
you that it will work or it does work. Okay. So we also have the same thing with the euro as well. I've got BTC bot again. Now I'm in Canada, so this will not work 100% um, at all uh, because this is using Paxos exchange. That's the way Interactive Brokers set it up. I could set it up with a CME futures, but that's way, way, way more involved to do. But you can do it in Interactive Brokers with the code I'll show you, and the Python package that you can use. Um, let me just show you also the last one here of Apple. Okay, so this will do the same thing. It will
Autofilled.
do an initial order of Apple, and it'll do a sell, and
Autofilled.
then it will start running the uh, trading strategy. You obviously you're not going to put this in here in a production bot that you'll trade against. And the other thing is, once you are ready with Interactive Brokers and you're in demo mode, you just fund the account and you can then start live trading. I think you could probably do it as low as $100, but you'll need 500 US to get the market data um, and whatnot for free. But you have to maintain, I believe, 30 trades per month to get the free data. So for $30 a month, essentially, you can get the data plus live trading as well. So everything's working as is, as I've said. And let me just show you simpler code here. So even if you're new to coding, this may look complicated because it kind of is. But there's obviously the different models. I demoed or I've shown the MiniMax 2.1, M 2.1, which is as of today, February 12th. We're on the edge of DeepSeek 4 coming out. A lot of these Chinese models are free. Okay. The current one I'm running against in Kilo is Codex 5.2. MiniMax is good enough where it's, I'd say 90% the quality of output that you would get with the expensive Claude, 4.5, 4.6, and that's Opus. So that's where I'm saying with the Chinese LLMs, because they're so cheap, where they're 5% of the cost against anything Claude or OpenAI or even Gemini. That's why I'm saying that a lot of the US based or Western based AI is, like I said, I don't know how you compete against when you have a Chinese model 5% of the cost. I just don't know. And a lot of that's subsidized by the CCP, by the way. I've verified that many times. That's why they're so cheap. So you can take advantage of that and run it um, through these Chinese models. Okay, so here's the Kilo extension. You can get this for free. Um, and I'm going to show you some stuff. This is very cool. Um, now with with Kilo right now, they do have some kind of arrangement. I don't know, with MiniMax for free. So again, you're getting virtually everything for free, where you can start zero, literally with $100, let's say, with Interactive Brokers. You can get this VS code for free. You can get the Kilo code extension for free, and you can generate quite easily very powerful AI trading models. So here's a project. Um, so what I'm going to do is I am going to keep it very simple. This is not prearranged at all. So I'm just going to go into Google and just look for some simple MetaTrader MQL5 Forex trading script related around, I don't know, Bollinger bands. You can even do quant stuff with this. It's really scary what you can do. So let me see here. Let me just see if let me try this one because I want to keep it simple. The less time it takes to generate the code here. So here's the this MQL 5 whatever. Let's see if I can get the code somewhere, hopefully. Blah 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 blah. There should be the code somewhere. Okay. So even for beginners, this is fantastic. So should I be going, oh, is this it? Is this the complete? Okay. So I don't know. This is definitely not the entire code base. You know what? I'm gonna go on to GitHub. It's easier. Did you get the code? Let's see here. MQ5 RSI and Bollinger Band. Okay. So I'll just randomly take a piece of code here. See how big it is. Um, I don't know. Should I do an alligator one? That's pretty involved, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm gonna take the raw or just the whatever. I'm gonna show you how to do this. So let me first show you the first way to build a new, very quickly, a new bot. This is how easy it is in Kilo Code. So in here, I'll use, I don't know, as a base. Yeah, let's do Apple just for fun, and we'll focus on IBM just random for just kicks. Okay, so let's say we're now going to create a new bot called IBM bot Python. Okay, a new Python script. Okay, now if you're not very good at prompting, there's this button as well to enhance it, but we got to give it the basics. Okay, so we're going to create a new Python script uh, called IBM bot from a APL bot Python. Okay, so let's do that first. So I believe we can enhance the prompt here. So when they say there's now a new career in the world of prompting, I get, oh, here we go. So here's the new prompt. Boom, and off it goes. So now it's going to go out and it's going to start again. I'm using Codex 5.2. You can use any one. With Kilo, you could set it up through OpenRouter. You could set it up through Hugging Face, which is all free. Here I'm choosing to go paid, okay, using the Codex 5.2 because I did a review on a lot of the major ones. And for best value, the Codex 5.2, there's now also the Codex 5.3 as well. But for easy purposes, I went with um, this one. You could choose MiniMaxes as well as you want. You can go on the YouTube page for Kilo and figure out how to do all that. It's really simple. So I think if people are not able to do this sort of um, type of uh, AI code generating and they're afraid of it, it just for me to tell people that you will not get any easier than this. So obviously, it's 20 seconds has passed on this API request. So what I'm going to do is because um, the prompt is much more complicated than what I want. So I'm going to just uh, create a new IBM bot Python from a copy of Apple bot PY. That's it. Keep that very simple. Simpler, the faster, the better results. But if you need to, I'll just show on this enhanced prompt thing. So you'll probably see how fast this is. So what it's doing right now, it's reading the bot, as you can see here. So it's got to do that. Um, Now it's thinking how to do the job based upon the request it put out. See how much faster and more progressive it is because the prompting is more sophisticated and doesn't really need to be. But it's there as a tool if need be. And then this should be pretty quick. So what I'll do is once it's created, I'll be able to check in here for that new bot. And depending upon the demand on the servers for, in this case, Codex 5.2, it can take longer. So here we are, still waiting. Um, yeah, so let me just figure out. I'm not sure if I'll be able to run this. It's just you can see how complicated the coding is. So this would take a good couple of minutes, and I don't think people would want to sit around in a live video uh, trying to figure this out. Wow, over a minute. That's not normal. So you can see what it's doing here. I'm preparing a full content for the IBM bot by replacing all the logic here. So yeah, usually it's not this complicated. I'll wait and wait and wait. Nope, there it goes. Okay, there's a new bot right there. So that took what, 2 minutes? So it's still gonna enhance it. Okay. So that took 2 minutes. So it's now completed. So here's what it's done. It's duplicated the Apple bot into the new one. It's using the same trading logic, the SMA ATR logic, but now it's IBM last price. So you saw how quick it is. Okay, so this is now um, based upon, and it does all the commenting for you, which is really good. So you can reverse engineer this by asking the Kilo to give you a review. It will can ask for a coding breakdown on what this Python script does in detail, and it's very good at it. So now we got that. I'm just going to show you a simpler example here. So I'm going to, in IBM bot, okay, Python, replace all trading logic to use Bollinger Band, okay? Now that's how simple it is. And as I said, if you want to get sophisticated and you're willing to wait, obviously, and pay, or you could probably do it very low, cheap cost. All you have to do, as a hint here, so let's say you see all trading logic using this, okay? And then what you can do is just copy this, the code, into the prompt and paste it, okay? And run it. And it'll pretty well use as best as it can, build a Python script, uh, new Python script using that, just that simple. So whatever piece of code you have, maybe somebody built one for you and you don't know what to do with it, but you want to get it live running in Python, you can do that too. Or TradingView PineScript or any running um, script or piece of code that is out there. But just realize whatever the programming language it is, if it's less popular, the less likely you'll get a better result. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're just going to keep it simple just for demonstration purposes. So we've got originally using the ATR filter with the SMA, so simple moving average. So now we're going to use, get it to change the Bollinger, see how long it takes. Okay, let me first just run this just to show you that it does run. So in the current state that it is, we have this, and now we should start seeing it.
Autofilled.
There you go, it's IBM. So we know that's working. That's why I do that. If somebody really
Autofilled.
go live trading, you can, so as I said, there's IBM right there. So we know that's working. Okay, so now you can just go in and go, okay, let's do this Bollinger Band change or change it to that. Let's see what happens here. So you can do all kinds of things here. You can actually put in uh, possibly research papers. You could put in anything using this AI. Just realize the more sophisticated your prompting or what you put in the prompt, you're gonna you're gonna be using more computer utilization. So if you regardless, you're gonna spend more whatever LLM model you use. Um, some other hints I can give you is most of the models are pretty well flawless now. So you can see how quickly that came about. That's fast. So the simpler it is, the lower cost it is. If you get into debugging it, but a lot of them are able to generate flawless coding um, and with less errors. Okay. You have to pay for that, but if you get in a really bad mess, you can use something like Claude for that because Claude's very good at debugging that code. So here's the changes now. So you can see here, it's changed the Bollinger Band with ATR risk for IBM stock using 1 minute bars. Okay. So that's the change it just did right on the fly with one simple prompt. As I said, if you want to enhance it, yes, but it's going to cost more because it's a more sophisticated prompt. Okay. So you can see it's pretty good. And we're going to run it, right? It's flawless. And the way that's set up here is you don't have to change your server. You can run multiple of these against the Python TWS server code, and it will use Redis as the message bus because that flawlessly runs. You don't have to worry about that, and it's going to connect into into Redis, and then the server will pick up those messages and then relay them back to the Interactive Brokers TWS. So let's run this, and let me just show you. Okay, so we're now going to run the latest. Let's see here. See if that's still running. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's run. Okay, okay. So just broke. I accidentally broke my server, so we got everything's all relaunched. So this is the latest change with the Bollinger. So you can see
Autofilled.
here, it's putting all those test orders out, IBM,
Autofilled.
and now it's going to start trading based upon those Bollinger bands. Okay, so that's pretty well it. Um, Now uh, you can build out a JavaScript charting for this. As I said, the less coding you have running in the core elements, the core bots, the better you're off. Okay, because um, you want to have charting and whatnot, be able to read it and not write it, or it be part of performance of the core running Python scripts or bots, call them, and then just have other processes read them uh, to keep it kind of faster, just faster. So anyways, we have here our IBM bot as I showed. Okay. We've got server code here. We've got test order here. We've got the IBKR here. We've got two sampling of euro and GBP pound, the British pound against US dollar. We've got a Bitcoin order, one that works. These two other ones may not work. They may work, but these two will uh, run against Paxos. So I don't think I can run using Paxos in my country because I'm not in the US, and we got Apple as well. And then, as I said, we got IBM. So everything's there. It's running well. Um, I gotta say, it's pretty sophisticated. So I'm gonna have this available very soon, next day or so. Be very affordable. As I said, you'll be able to get that through my hftco.com website. So you see all that in the descriptions, and embedded as my shopping YouTube shopping product now. Because lots of people ask me, where do I go? How do I get started? Blah, 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 blah. As I said, you just need kilo code, VS code, and probably best place to work from is using interactive brokers because they are global. They run on anything, and it's a good place to start. You don't have to have any account, like live account. You can just do it with just an email and verify the email, and you're off and running with the TWS and interactive brokers with a current setup for pretty well free. So there you go. And you can learn Python on the go by just as I said, let's see here as an example, give me a coding breakdown on IBM bot. So if you want to learn what it's doing, you can do this on any script on anything, and off it goes. So now it's gonna give you the coding breakdown. It'll create a file for you, a markdown file, I believe, and that'll be part of the project. So you can use a coding breakdown analysis, and then line by line go through each and every single line to see what it's doing in great detail. So here's just a general description of what it did. Okay, so there should be a new. So here's the coding breakdown for okay, on all the different methods. So you can reverse engineer this and at the same time learn Python to see what it's doing. And the more sophisticated model you use, better it is. Obviously, even if you use Claude itself, the better it is. And you can use pretty well a lot of different models via the Kilo code, or sorry, the Kilo extension, because there's different providers that it supports. And there's a free one, as I said before, with the MiniMax. So let's see what it generated here. See if it. So I don't see the coding. So it did a coding breakdown in the result, but you can ask for it um, in a file in the prompt because it's shown before as well. That's pretty well it. And thanks for watching. And hopefully you'll get the new package to learn algo trading from virtually zero and virtually for free. Over and out. Okay. So as a bonus material, I guess, for those that watch, what I did was I actually took that MQL5 that I showed earlier. I took the code. This one actually, sorry, it's Russians. So the comments are all Russian, but it still did it, as you can see here. So essentially, what I did was here's the prompt, okay, with the actual code, and I asked it to translate it or to copy it to create a new bot in Python based on this code. So here's the results. And yes, you can do this with prompting. and each model's different. So it read it and then it offered me different choices. Do I want to apply it against IBM, that bot, the Euro USD, the Bitcoin, Apple? So is that intelligent? So I said Euro USD, goes through its thing. I don't know how long it took. Uh, Probably 2 minutes, I guess, by the looks of it. And here's the results. I haven't run it yet, and you can see what it does. Python and Alligator, which is SMMA on weighted price, optional fractal filtering, martingale grid entries, trailing exits with the Redis TWS messaging, which I had in the existing bot. So there you go. And here it is. Euro USD Alligator bot. Okay. So here's all the commenting. Here's the code. Okay. So this is why I'm saying now trading platforms are kind of doomed as well. Because you can do this with pretty well any broker that supports Python and co-generate whatever you need, translating it from other programming languages. As I said, PineScript, here MQL5, or any platform. You can see how sophisticated it is. But the question is it flawless? Will it run properly? So we'll give it a whirl. But that's all the source code, 800 line converted, whatever, depending upon your model, it will run. So let's see here. I've not done this. Let me just make sure I'm breaking the right one. Okay. So there we go. So we just broke this one. Let's see here. So we are going to run this Python Euro USD Alligator bot. Let's see if it runs. I don't care at this point in these videos. I just want to get them in the running state. You can easily debug them, as I said, with the current setup. It is running. So there's probably some problems, but the mechanics of it works. You can convert it, and whatever problems you have, you can just go back into the kilo and ask for whatever the problem is on that specific uh, Python script or bot. And at the same time, so we have this running, the Alligator bot, and I could have another one running, okay, that GB pound bot, let's say, at the same time. So you can have multiple
Autofilled.
uh, bots running in this current
Autofilled.
setup. You can't do that with TWS as is. But you need that kind of server code that I have that will support
Autofilled.
multiple bots, and you can make obviously sophisticated, make it more sophisticated as it is as well. So a lot of this is pretty good. And as I said, now you have the capability to do this even with zero knowledge in program as you learn on the fly. Why? And you don't have to pay all the expensive fees that come with trading platforms as well, or because they're proprietary. Because it's Python, you can add in anything you want that supports Python and merge it, modify it, whatever in Python and make it very sophisticated with the prompting that you get courtesy of the Kilo extension in VS Code. And this would theoretically work with any other RU code, windsurf, whatever. I find Kilo is the best right now, and something new may come out, and you can support that as well. So I just wanted to put this bonus video out there for who those that are watching. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you get this little course. It's pretty good and it'll change possibly your life. Over and out.